Hello there, right here. Welcome to our Wednesday live stream. It doesn't look like we're going to have a new version today. Last we seen was the release candidates. That was 1.20 release candidate 2. That was on Friday, and they wanted to put out the full release of 1.20.2 this week. They came out with release candidate 2. I guess release candidate 1 was Friday, release candidate 2 was like Monday maybe. Wasn't much in that one. So if they don't release it today, which it don't look like they are going to, they'll probably release it tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. So, goal for today's stream is to look at everything that's coming out with 1.20 and then see if we can make a video letting everybody know all the important stuff. So we'll try to clarify like the different villager changes. We'll talk about the player reporting for skins and usernames. I think there's also some actual changes to villagers that are coming out besides experimental ones that aren't going to be forced onto players. And there's some rares that people need to obtain. So we're going to kick it off by trying to record right away. Whoa! Loki, thanks so much for coming in with a tier 1 sub. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Gordy Gang. You get a bunch of perks. You check them out with the link there in chat, including access to our supporter server, where we do challenge worlds like Razor Grid and Proto Sky. We've got a new one coming up, the Deep Dark only. There's a whole bunch of other perks, including emojis, which you can use across Discord, special privileges like no ads, and a lot more like badges. Also, Tara, thanks for following. Appreciate everyone hitting the follow button. Just a little heart underneath the stream. Welcome in. Nada's here, one of our great stream moderators. Hey, Mew. How did you participate in that place thing? I see you have the place emoji. Do you just log into like the server and then place down some blocks? Let me write up what we're working on today. Yeah, the Reddit place. Is that actually in Minecraft that you place? Like on a server? I don't really understand the whole story. Looking at everything coming with 1.20.2 Java Minecraft, making video about the most important thing, including rares. Okay, I'll link most recent video related to the snapshot. Latest snapshot view. I'll pin this so everybody knows what's going on. Yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. I believe we can get going. Look at that. Sweet. We got the recorder already going. Make sure I can actually hear Minecraft noises. Okay. Notice a few times I would record, and if I have 2 Minecrafts up, sometimes my recording device will try to record audio from a different one. So we're going to go all the way down to villager toggle. When I record, it doesn't really care what the account's name is, I don't think. I'm using OBS. I think it looks just for the Minecraft. I think whatever one it finds first, it just starts recording audio from there. Unless I change it. I double check my settings, then when I hop into older version, it sometimes resets all my settings, which is annoying. Okay, turn off subtitles, because that could just be confusing. Alrighty, so we're gonna look at everything comes with this version. And then I'll put out a video. So if the update comes out tomorrow, then if we record today and if it get edited tonight and get ready to publish it tomorrow, then the video should be ready to go. When it comes to this making videos, I kind of want to be ahead of the curve and not behind it. Use Streamlabs for streams or an OBS for videos. Yes, I use Streamlabs. Yeah, for the Twitch stream. Yeah, and OBS. I have a different program called OBS for. I know you can do them all together because Streamlabs, I think Streamlabs uses OBS. So could probably do that all at once. Okie dokie. Also got my foot controller and everything seems to be working. Awesome. So let's talk about the major things first. Let's talk about the villager changes. So we'll talk about, I think this version does have the villager changes in it. Well, actually, maybe I should start a new world. I don't know if this one has some maps in it. Okay, audio sounds good. We need a villager that is going to be selling us something. Villager. And then we want... So the first thing that came out was the... It was the lectern, right? What do they call them, librarian villagers? Oh, there's actually a trough of water here. So this is the one where the villager trades our particular trade. No matter what villager it is, but what biome it is. So I think plains biomes always produce this Bane of Arthropod. Let me just pull up the Wikipedia. Kind of summarizes . changes. We'll use this as a guide. Scroll up to the top. This is experimental additions. These are not forced upon players. Change mechanics for librarians selling enchanted books. The plain sells Bane of Arthropods. Normal or special one. Welcome in everybody to the chat. Revol, welcome in. Nasi, did you know that Streamlabs is a Logitech product? Really? It's an open source just as much as OBS. Huh. Make sure to use English. And then after they did the librarian changes, so each biome, librarians only sell specific enchanted books. Then after they did that, then they did the whole maps thing. And then they did the whole armor thing. So I want to start out the video probably addressing this, because this is probably one of the biggest things to address. So after I do the introduction to the video, we'll go on to talk about this. I think I have another world where the trades are opened up. Let's go to spawn. I think, is this a snowy biome? Oh yeah, it is, okay. I think we hit the villagers over here that are opened up. Be good for this example. Here. So first up, let's talk about the experimental changes which are only going to be in 1.20.2 if you choose to turn them on. So you might have heard about villagers when trading with them. Villagers from specific biomes, like these ones from cold biomes, can only sell you certain types of enchanted books. Way to Streamlabs based cameras. Similar functionality. Makes sense. Okay, so now let's pull up that image of what the actual trades look like. I think I have it on my computer. Because they did the iron trades, and then they did the villager ones. Okay, I found it. So there's this one. Oh, the wandering traders, okay. And this is the wandering trader one. So let's continue recording this. So if you want to get a Silk Touch book from librarians, you couldn't just get them in any biome. You'd have to go specifically to a snowy biome and have villagers that were actually born in the biome to have the special you have the biome specific outfit of the villager, and only then when you trade with it you will be able to get that book. This split up this meant you'd have to go to a lot of different biomes in order to get the majority of the different enchanted books from villagers. But this change is not going to be forced onto players when they upgrade to 1.20.2. So you don't have to worry about it, but if you do want to get it, you would have to start a new world. And then come down here where it says experiments. And then turn on this one, which is called Villager Trade Rebalance. And then once on, you'll see all the new changes. And then once on, you'll see those changes. Now another change that's only... Now another addition... Now another thing that's a part of these experimentals... Now another thing that's part of these villager experiments is new trades for wandering traders. So you only see these new trades if you turn it on. So you'll only see these new trades if you turn it on. Okay, so now let's double check. I think there is. So you talk about the villager trading. Talk about the wandering traders. Oh, we talk about the cartographers. Okay, so these are cartographers. And they're pretty much every biome. So we just need to get a cartographer over here. Do I have one? Let's put one over here. Is that a waterfall coming out of a... What the... Must be a chance of... This is part of the mountain thing. Is it did they change something so like the mountains, I think so like snow could be swapped out. Snow could be swapped out for water, flowing water, but there wouldn't be any snow here. I really don't know what's going on there. Maybe that's always been a thing. Okay, so we need a cartographer, workstation. Oh, I have to unlock it. I don't know if I have one. Okay. We'll unlock this one. Give me your food. You? Oh, okay. Another thing that's part of these experimentals. Let me grab the materials. Another thing that's only seen in the experimentals. Another thing only seen in the experimental. Another thing only seen in. Another thing only seen with experimentals turn on. Is the new villager maps. These could be purchased from cartographers, and they would show you where other nearby villages of different types are at compared to where you're at. Add a sip counter to the stream. Could, if you can figure out how to do that. Something that you can activate where I don't have to do it. Okay, let's pull up these images. I think I might have these. I think these. Oh, this is a jungle temple. This is a mansion. This is a igloo, I think. Is it? No, this one's a snowy village. Snowy village, plains, taiga, desert. No, this is taiga. This is a savannah. Okay. We can also purchase maps for some new structures like finding swamps. We can also purchase maps to find swamp. We can also purchase maps to find the swamp hunt. We can also purchase maps to find the swamp. We can also purchase maps to find the swamp hunt. Or the jungle temple. Besides all the different variants of the villagers. Besides all the different variants of the villages. Okay. That was a little confusing. Hopefully it sounds good once we edit all those clips together. We don't need this one anymore. So the next thing, we talked about the map. Oh yeah, now we talk about programming terms, but also apply. Okay, let's talk about cartographers. Talk about the armor traders. And where do I have to go for the armor traders? Armor traders. I think I opened up a world with these in it. I don't know where I put it. Useful farms. Might be in this one. Actually, no, it can't be in this one because this is the old world. This is the one where I did talk about curing these guys. So, well, we'll talk about that just in a moment. All I need to do is have a villager that's selling armor. Should probably mark the world because I don't know which one it is then. I made a bunch of worlds and we're looking for the next supporter server challenge. Snapshot testing. We'll check this one. Oh, that's this world. Okay. We'll talk about this world in a moment. ChatGPT attempted to explain rubber ducking debugging when you explain your code problem in an inanimate object like a rubber duck. Help you better understand the troubleshoot the issue. No, I've not heard of that. Okay, let's just open up a villager. Shouldn't take too long. I remember that in the future, just it's probably in this world, but like don't know where. Just let me check. Locate structure village plains. See if it's over there. Oh. Okay. See if it's checked. Oh, this kind of looks like it. Oh, this is, yeah, we're earlier, but I don't know if I actually have unlocked villager here. How much space your save folder is total on your computer? It's like one of the largest things on my computer. But I do, you know, every once in a while we do come through. I do a live stream where I actually remove extra files. I guess we can put the villager in here. So, what do we need for a armorer? I can never remember this. Armorer. Probably the smithing table, I'm guessing. Because like you upgrade your armor on that. Summon villager. Toolsmith. Okay, so smith table is a toolsmith. Weaponsmith. Toolsmith, weaponsmith. Smith. So it must be blast furnace? Okay. Armorer uses a blast furnace. I don't know if I can remember that. So let's unlock this. We have the trade thing turned on, so we should be able to get up to the armor trades. Oh, I do one more. More than 5 gigabytes? I don't know, is it? I could check. Right click. Well, maybe we can just check the whole Minecraft folder. It might be more helpful. Size is calculating. Okay, it's over 5 gigabytes. Over 10. Okay, looks like it's gonna be. Oh, it's jumping up some more. Oh my goodness. Dude, it just keeps going. Not stopping. 44 gigabytes. My Minecraft, that's the whole Minecraft folder. 44 gigabytes. What's your guys' Minecraft folder? Oh, I think I did the wrong one. Are we gonna get diamond from this guy? Hopefully we do. We do, okay. Another thing which is coming, another thing which you shouldn't have to worry about when upgrading your worlds is the change armorers and how they no longer will just directly sell you diamond gear, but instead will also charge you diamond items. But instead will make you have to also purchase them using diamond. Okay, so let's find the image for that one. I don't know if I have this image though. Oh, I could have showed this image. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's all the little... What is it? It's not that interesting of an image. Okay, so let's find the one about the armorer. What version was that in? That was in pre-1. Okay, so in pre-1, let me find the official Minecraft page for pre-1, and then we'll find their little diagram. We can use that. These little diagrams here. I don't know why I haven't had this one yet. Maybe, oh, I think I tried saving it. But I couldn't save it as a... How do you save something as a, something besides a AVIF? What the heck? I can't open AVIF. Without opening it, this editing software. I guess we can use this one for now. This is where different biomed villagers would have different trades when it came to selling diamond armor. When it came to selling armor type. When it came to selling different armor. Okay, so I really don't want to talk too much about that because it's not going to be actually in the majority of people's Minecraft game. So that's the armor one. And these are all the different types of armor trades. We already talked about the wandering trader trades change. Okay. So now this would be a good transition to talk about the actual village changes. So there is some real villager changes which are coming out, like the one I talked about. Before even the 1.20.2 snapshots came out. You guys remember the video about how villagers get nerfed? Okay, so I have to, let me just double check things. I think I have a couple of these worlds. Let me just see. Useful. Use. Okay, I got 3 of these worlds. This was open early October. No, August. Let's open this one, see what happens. Hey, D-Ren. Oh, your total Minecraft folder is about 30 gigabytes? That's not too far from mine. So, in one of these worlds, I have a bunch of really cheap villagers. I can't remember which one. I don't know if it's this one, because this one's not cured at all. He doesn't have cheap-in trades. This one has some cheap-in trades. I don't think it's that much. Would be nice if I had at least one villager that had all their set to 1. Is this one? Is this one set to 1? I think we said anything under 21. I think so. What we can do is we can do that. Make that bigger. Major positive is 100. Major positive. I think that's when we use, right? Major positive, I think. 100 is like the maximum, probably. Means we traded with this villager. We got all his prices down to 1. Okay. But there is some things. But there is one major change that is coming to villagers. No matter if you turn on experimental snapshots, no matter if you turn on the experimental toggle or not. And that is when it comes to being able to re-cure villagers to get their prices as low as possible. So before, if you found a villager that had some nice trades and you just wanted them to be cheaper amount of emeralds, you could have the villager come in you can have the villager come in contact with a zombie, turn into a villager zombie. And then when you cured it with a weakness and golden apple, it would be forever in your debt and lower its prices down. It would be forever in your debt, and as payment it would lower the emerald cost. And as a reward, it would lower its prices. Now, so far, this part is still in the game. What they removed was the ability to continue this process. So after you cured it one time and got lower prices, get it re-zombified and then re-cured to get even lower prices. So before upgrading to 1.20.2, be sure to cure the villager. Be sure to cure all your most important villagers that you use. So that they will sell stuff for only 1 emerald each, or buy things only needing 1 item, or purchase stuff from you for the lowest amount of items. Okay, let's find, there's a nice diagram. Thank you for following there, Rex. Okay, if we do look for maybe it's trading? Oh, this image here. Look close screen, what's gonna happen? Oh, there it goes, okay. Pa. For the more costly thing, this might take as many as 5 different zombifying and curing of villagers. Besides having these villagers where you can buy really nice things for a really cheap price, these are also considered discontinued mobs, because you'll no longer be able to get their prices this low and permanently keep them like that. Now there's a lot to talk about when it comes to this whole thing. Change. And I actually did a full which I did a separate video going into all the details of which I have put all the details in this video here. Explaining everything you need to take advantage of, and if you happen to miss this, explaining everything to take advantage of before upgrading, or if you happen to miss it and you're stuck with the new villagers, what you can do to get really good trade still. I'll have that linked below to check out after this video. I'll put that down in the description so you guys can check it out after watching this one. So I'll have a reference to my video about, I think it's called like Mojang Nerf Villagers or something. Now it says I got a 2-week break coming up. It'll be fun. You can watch your stream, join TK, and bingo! Nice. Thanks for the drink up messages, reminders. I've been doing those, just not saying it. Okay, is there anything else related to this whole thing? We don't need this one. Okay, so this is, we went through all of the experimental stuff. Let's go back and go to the top. Villager. No, that can't be the first one. Go to the very top. Okay, discount curing villagers no longer multiplied if villager is reinfected. Cured again. Now attempting to spawn iron golems. Okay. I thought there was one other thing related to villagers. Oh, I think the villager trades are random. Let me just see if we can find that. Trade, unlock, new trade orders. These trades. In the UI, it's not always random, instead of sometimes being deterministic. I don't think this really matters. I don't think it's worth mentioning in this video. Because this video is mostly, it's just going to be the cream of the crop. It's just going to explain the most important things you need to know when upgrading to 1.20. So I think we covered all the villager stuff. So let's go into the other changes which are in this version. It's mostly just minor things and bug fixes. So I'm not going to talk about the commands. Random command, attributes, experimental. This is the game rule. It doesn't really apply to vanilla players or stuff. We covered this. This is where players can report your skins and usernames. Oh, no. Okay. Let me try to find this. And okay, I found it. So is this the main one talking about reporting usernames? And I think so. One of the bigger things that's also coming out with this new version is players' ability to report is players' ability to report others for their skins or usernames. This can be done in the social interaction tab. Where players can choose to report you for your skin, or for your username, which if banned, and if they're banned, that means other people, including you, cannot use these names or skins. What type of skins and usernames will be banned? Well, it's based off of their community standards. Which is pretty vague. Which happens to be pretty vague. Okay, and I'll put some overlays of the actual interface, or what was it called? Interaction? Social interaction? Social interaction. Yeah, okay. Do that. Yeah, they really didn't go in detail like what type of things they're using will be banned. Enable social. Yeah, the thing is, they don't have to log into another account. I'll just take footage from when I did it before. I take footage from my previous video where I actually did show all the different settings and stuff. Because I think I'd have to have a second account to actually click on it and then actually report my other account. I was going to multiplayer server, but I'm on the wrong version. Or I could upgrade the other one. Is there anything else you want to say about the whole ban thing? Kind of covered all this. Hey, Shuddery. How have you been doing? Looking at everything important that's coming out for Java 1.20.2. Got tags. There's changes to blocks. About barriers. This one's important. This is a new type of rare. So, so what can I do? Let's open up a Minecraft version. The previous Minecraft version. We'll show what it works. And then we'll show it doesn't work over here. Well, go to a different world. Screens. Need end stone, which is in here, stone. Where is? Yeah, we need the flower. So in this version, you can't place stuff like repeaters on it. I don't know. No. Okay. Now, let's pull up the new Minecraft version. That's loaded up. Hey, Ben. Oh, the mods make your Minecraft folder bigger than what it normally would be. I understand. Now we just need to open up version. Actually, we might be able to use the same world. Can we? No. Probably best not to. Let's open a different world up. $13 GB. Oh, you have different Minecraft folders. Huh. We were talking about like total for Minecraft folders. Okay, so we need the same thing in this world. Pinstone. Flower, which... Did we say the flower was here? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, let's see if this works. Should be able to put like meters. I don't know, a bunch of stuff on it. Torches. What did it actually say in the bug? Hanging or standing block. Oh, we can't even do like hanging sign. Alrighty. Oh. Oh, I forgot it doesn't like blocks beside it. Okay. I forget what type of blocks it doesn't like. Like any blocks? I think it'll work on top though. And I think we need to how do we kind of forget the requirements because it stops it from growing. Yeah, it should place signs up against. Oh. Oh, age. That's probably what. Age. Reduced it to 10 gigabytes from 20. Huh. I played for many years. Gotcha. I think this will be a good example. Up. Another rare to collect before upgrading is having a block that needs support being placed on top of the coarse flour. In this version, you can place things like repeaters on top of these. Or any block that or any block that can't just sit there floating. Because once you update to 1.20.2, you won't be able to place any of these blocks on top of it, or any blocks connected to it on the side. But if you already did this ahead of time, you can keep these in. But if you did this ahead of time, you now have a new type of rare block. But if you did this ahead of time, you just have a rare block that no one else can get. But if you did this ahead of time, you'll have these cool blocks which are rare. But if you did this ahead of time, you'll have these cool blocks that others won't. Okay. I don't know if these haven't changed the age yet. Let me just increase the random ticks. I thought they're supposed to turn color when they can't grow anymore. Or maybe only when they actually finish out their growth. Okay. So I guess these don't change color because they didn't actually finish. They're just stunted by the block on them. Now reduced to 5 gigabytes. Nice. Use the AT launcher, so just a couple of versions which include saves, mods, and Minecraft versions, etc. Huh. Not a bad idea. Because all that stuff's on my SSD. It probably is worth moving some of the ones I don't use. Okay, so let's take a look at any other rares. I don't know if I need to talk about that anymore. I think people should understand what's it all about. Most of the other rares are, or most of the other changes are pretty minor. Like retexturing, fixing sounds. Skulk sensor was also given. The different skulk sensors can now listen into more things within the game. So if there was something before that you couldn't do with them, so there's a lot more possibilities of what you can do with them. Funny thing is, like, I hardly ever use skulk sensors to actually detect things. Like, it could detect Vex or Fangs, but then again, it would be nice if it could detect just Vex or just Fangs. Drinking potions, which might be kind of cool. Maybe you can make some kind of potion drinking farm, but then again, you can also just use timing, I think. Sweet berries being eaten. Sound changes. Coarse fruit now resets fall damage when eaten. I think this just means that instead of taking some fall damage, you take like pretty much no fall damage. I wonder, is that like useful? Like if you're in a skyblock world and you accidentally fall off, you just like eat chorus and come back again. Let's make a hole right here. No, because it only finds something below you, right? Okay. So, yeah, I understand the change. I'm just wondering if it's that helpful. Because I think before, if you just had armor on and feather falling boots, I think if you would have fell and then ate it, I think it would have... I don't think you would have died from it, would you? I'm just trying to think where would that actually be useful in. Fell before depends how much you fell before teleportation happened. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because like you get what, acceleration? Huh. Okay. I don't think it's that useful. Because it had to be early game where you don't have armor or elytra or feather falling boots. And it also has to be something that has a platform below you. So like, you know, falling off like an end city. But still, you'd probably have armor by then. Fell 100 blocks and then ate the fruit. You take 100 blocks of damage instantly upon teleporting. Pretty much only minor change I did. I think you can survive a 100 block fall with protection and feather falling. I don't know if it's 100% all the time, but okay, I'm just trying to think if I should include that into the video. I don't think so. Upgrade structure icons on explorer maps built by cartographers. I don't know how they actually upgrade the images. Oh, maybe just the... I don't know. Only ones before were the mansions, right? Mansions and the ocean limits. Not worth mentioning. 6 steps in the right order. That's actually what I made. These can now collect pollen, forest flowers, or spore blossom. We might include that. Seems kind of minor though. We already talked about the villager one. Oh yeah, the whole mobs attacking player thing. That's the big one. I have a whole video on that. We'll talk about that one next. And then also I'll refer to the video, which I did on it. Stored in the client. Chain. Oh, which one are you talking about? Why does Minecraft store your command history? Oh, okay, you're talking about the command history. Yeah, I find that really useful. Because I hop a lot of worlds and I have to copy over things. Like in a text file. Huh, I do not know. Mobs now have shorter reaches. The area in which mobs can attack the player is now small as well as larger for some mobs. The area in which mobs can attack the player have become larger as well as smaller for a wide variety of mobs in the game. This means in some cases where you were not safe before, you are now safe to get close to mobs. You are now safer. You're now safe to get close to them. But in others where you were safe, they are now able to hurt you. But in others where they couldn't actually attack you, now they can actually hurt you. I covered how this changes. This change applies to all mobs and has a big implement. This change applies to all mobs and has a big implementation towards this change This change applies to all mobs, but affects some greater than others. I cover this all in this video here, which I'll have linked in the description after you see the... You can check it out after watching this one. Dragons are always noisy. What's next? I already did a whole video on that, so there's really no reason to go into all the detail. Attack, also vertical direction. Okay, I think I covered all that in another video. Let's see if there's anything more that we can talk about related to the update. Display entities, don't care about those. Roll gen. Diamond ore now generates more frequently in the deep slate layers of the overworld. New ore added a new ore blob placement. Uniform distribution from heights. Exposed to air. Huh. I don't know how that changes stuff. Seven blobs. One blob. Four blobs. Okay, I think we just briefly, don't really know what all those numbers mean, but we could just briefly explain that there's more ores now. That shouldn't be too hard for people to understand. More diamond ore. What's there not to like about it? Okay. So, what exactly is there to say about this? Generation frequency. It's like Like another one on top of this. Oh, one blob. So many ores. Blob size of 8. So there's 8 blobs. There's 2. 2 blobs with 8 ores inside them. The way they worded it is a little bit different how they word it over here. 7 blobs of 1 to 5 ores. New ore blob placement. Uniform distribution from height negative negative with blob size 8. Generation frequency 2. Sounds like maybe it's 8 ores. And there's about 2 blobs per chunk. 7 blobs. How many ores? Yeah, I don't know why. We'll just say that there's more diamonds. Seems kind of strange. They also added in so they also now added so that there is more diamond ore to be found below Y level -4 all the way down to -64. Yeah, there's quite a bit of diamonds. Good night vision. You could actually do pretty well. See where all the ores were. What else? Command block stuff, we don't care about that. History. Oh, you're right, it is a text file in your folder. Advancements. Oh, now you get XP orbs. 150 experience. Not too bad. It is a pretty tough one to get. I don't know if that's really worth mentioning though. Because it's like you're not gonna go after this advancement just to get the XPs. And you can't get it more than once. Um, not only do that if he doesn't understand what we're talking about. He probably does understand. He probably just hasn't got around to fixing it. If he says, "Oh, I don't understand what you're talking about," then you could show him. Training, unlocking villagers. Or okay, we already talked about this. That one's not really relevant. Talk about chat. Chunk format. Don't care about that. Pick. Right, accumulation. No, ice. Okay. Debug screen. Yeah, we don't care about that. A lot of stuff that most people don't care about. I think this is kinda already covered. Okay, I think we're down to the bug fixes. No, it's on in public channels. Yeah, I know, but if you only need to illustrate to Stone Banks if he doesn't understand what's going on. He probably understands what's going on. He just hasn't got around to fixing it. Yeah, has he responded? Okay, let's look at bug fixes. So they categorize the bug fixes into what version they are in the game. So the first section is all bug fixes that were in the game before 1.20. This is like the reaching of mobs. So I'm just going to read through these. And if I see something interesting, I'll mention it. I wonder if this affects the infinite heart trick. I guess we give it a try. So, what do we need to pull this off? Can't remember how I do this. Wait, first need a enchanted apple. Do you remember how you can get more more saturated hearts? Or they don't go away after they vanish. Oh, that's kind of nice. Just put the numbers there. I guess it only shows up when your screen's really narrow. Huh. Kind of like how it is in Bedrock Edition, right? Oh, let me pull my video. I think it's a video that I did about upgrading to 1.20. Okay. Let me hop to this video and see if I can find the part that I'm thinking of towards the end of the video. Infinite absorption. Okay, I found it. So, So if you first eat an enchanted golden apple, afterwards eat a normal golden apple, and then wait for the absorptions to count down to 0. But then when you lose that one, you just lose a couple hearts, but you won't lose all of them. When normally if you just ate one apple, once the absorption effect went away, so would your hearts. So you can have these permanent absorption hearts, which can be helpful in hardcore. But you can actually get more of these absorption hearts by repeating the process, and every time you do this, you'll gain a permanent 6 absorption hearts. And you can just keep stacking these up into... Okay. Absorption hearts, which can be helpful in hardcore. But you can actually get more of these absorption hearts by repeating the process, and every time you do this, you'll gain a permanent 6 absorption heart. You count down to 0. You got a bunch of them golden apple, and then wait for the absorptions golden apple. Afterwards, eat a normal absorption hearts, which can be helpful. Okay, so it looks like maybe you have to. You just have to wait now. Oh wait, my absorption hearts are gone. Did I do it or is it removed from the game? Let's pull up an older version, which I still have. And we have a world called Does It Still Work? Flying into this world. It hasn't responded nor fixed it. Okay. Yeah. I just have to wait then. Maybe give him a reminder in a day or so if he doesn't do it. So, let's make a little setup here. What do we want? We want chest. Chest. And we also want some planted apples. Okay. And we'll put down a sign. Infinite absorption. There's a P in there. Absorption. Eat. E. Apple. And then apple. Okay. Let's see if it works. We eat the enchanted one first. Then we eat the normal one. And we just have to wait for it to go down. I'll wait for that. I'll read about the other things. Now says I got scared by level up message. Why would it scare? Why would you get scared if somebody pings you? Troopers can't blow up boat with chest they ride when it is on land. Huh. I guess that could have been useful when like making charge creepers. Right. Any rename item using anvils which do not stack properly. Created on. Oh, it looks like this worked. Okay, so if we take just another normal one, let's see if that changes it. Here, I'll just open these up and we'll take a look at them a bit. There also is one rare, but I think we might come across after we read all this. Oh, for some reason music stopped. I don't know if the stream stopped for a second. Or maybe this is the one they fixed. Okay, so it looks like I didn't get more hearts. Right, because I only had... actually, I can't remember what I had. I just have 6, then I ate 1. Okay, now I have 8. Oxalate will stay dry on the boat or boat chest if it's in water with raining. That is kind of funny. No, it says what's behind the rays on screen. I think it's I think you're talking about the channel in the Discord. That's for supporters of mine. You just get some behind the scenes of stuff I'm working on in real life, other projects. Okay, about to be up pretty soon. Oh, so I'm talking about your MC character in the inventory. Is there something that's named? I don't know. I don't see anything called that in inventory. Where is your player in your inventory? Player's right here. Can you not see this? What's behind it? What's behind the player? Blackness. Oh, you're talking about this world? Where this world is at? This is my world where I test if things work or don't work. Okay, so okay, lost that. So let's eat an enchanted, then a normal one, and then we'll see. Should stack. Let's keep going through here, see if we can find any cool bugs that are fixed that might be useful for people to know about. A lot of noise fixes. Indicators have insane range when riding Ravagers. I mean, like attack range? Oh. Oh, okay. That's related to the mob's attack range now. Which actually makes me think, the jockey at top probably can't do too much as a indicator. Because the Ravager would always attack, but once you kill the Ravager, then attack. There exists an alternative void dimension. I don't know about that. Is it always black behind the players? I think that's normal. Unless you have like a modded version of Minecraft where you can put like little images back there. I do think it's cool how the character like follows your mouse. But it's probably just to make your player like so you can look at different sides of your player. It actually just makes it look like your player is like just trying to follow the mouse, like the beam. not be placed on chorus flowers despite being able to support them. Oh, that's probably one of the reasons why they changed that banner or the chorus flower thing. They're like, they don't need that. Oh, a bunch of texture problems. Grammar. More grammar. Translatable stuff. Iron Golem, spawning rate. Not really a big change because unless your farmer is using precise timing, Iron Golem will just spawn when it can spawn. Okay, so it looks like I did get the heart, so let's try to do the same test in the newer version. This is a snapshot. I think we can upgrade this one. Have a good one, Nada. Thanks for helping out as moderator. I guess we don't need to. We don't need to do the whole thing. We just need to do one test to see if it works or not. So we need the enchanted one first. Then we need the unenchanted. And then we wait. Yeah, I have been doing the drink up things. Let me just check this bug report. The renamed one. Even after the hearts are gone. Okay, so this. Yeah, it sounds like the way they make the bug report sound, it sounds like something kind of unrelated. Unrelated to the trick. Let me just see if we can pull up the video. Absorption. Way. Oh. It shows up there. Oh, okay. They're talking about the actual icon. Huh. Okay, I don't know if that's really related to this. Okay, well this absorption's about up. So we have a total of 8, and it should go down to 6 if it's still in the game. Doesn't mean something changed. Final countdown. Okay, now it's down, and then it vanishes. Okay, so the trick looks like it's actually gone. This is actually a good thing to point out. So, okay, so I'm recording this audio. And then I do it in this world. Let's go full screen. Okay, so I won't get the audio, but that's okay. So here. Okay. Let's record this. Now in previous version, oh. Now in previous versions, you can give yourself infinite. Now in previous versions, you can give yourself a ton of absorption hearts. You just had to eat an enchanted golden apple, and then after that one, eat a normal one. And then wait for this absorption effect to go down to 0. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to continue reading this. So notice that we currently have 4 absorption hearts down by our normal health. Down by our normal hearts. And once we lose this absorption 4, we're going to just lose 2 absorption hearts down here. So once those are, so now those 2 are gone, but we are still left with these. But we're still left with these 6 here. And these will stay there forever until you take damage. And then you could repeat this process by taking an enchanted one and then a normal one. Okay, we'll let this one count down too. If we find anything else useful to know. So before we had a total of only 6 permanent absorption hearts. Now when we lose this second effect, we're going to drop down a little bit. But we're left with a permanent 12 of them. This is really useful for hardcore players, so you can have plenty of hearts. If you ever happen to get into a scary predicament. But in 1.20.2, this was actually fixed. So if we take our enchanted apple and then take our normal golden apple afterwards, and wait for the timer to go down. So we have a total of 8 hearts. So we have a total of 8 absorption hearts. But when the effect goes away, we're only left with the 2 from the other smaller absorption, and then when that one goes away, we're left with no golden hearts. So if you want to get this cool trick, you gotta do it before updating to 1.20.2. Okay, we went through all those. Now we're in bugs that are related to just the update of 1.20. There's the washing banner ones. That was going to be new type of rare. I already did a video about it, but I want to also include it in this one. This has to do with blank names. I think it's still possible using other characters. Okay. Down to just these bugs. These are bugs that just came from the previous minor update 1.20.1. It's digging the same position forever. Such a kind of funny. Hey Chippa. Try to stock up as many diamond armor tools as possible before the update. The diamond armor tool thing isn't going away. That's one thing I addressed in this video. Kind of misconception. That's all part of the experimental, which you most likely won't have turned on in your world. What's changing is cheap prices. Okay. I think we went through all of them. There is probably some bugs that aren't on this list. Ooh. I guess we know that the villager, the withers with the armor stand one is fixed too, so we can address that one. Let me load up the wither world. The librarian fix? No, the librarian's also not in there. Not unless you turned it on. Okay, I gotta turn down noisy mobs. I can also turn it down in post-production. This trick here also no longer works, where the wither's skulls will just hit the top of the armor stands and not actually break them off. Meaning that you can actually make some pretty interesting wither cages, which I showed all about in this video here. Just remember to remove this type of wither cage. Just remember to remove your withers if you have any of these type of wither cages before upgrading to 1.20.2. Don't look at me like that, wither. Okay, let's address other ones. There's some other ones that we skipped over. So banner washing. Okay, let's do the banner washing one. Banner washing. Which one was it exactly? Wash banner does not stack. Like, I think updating it wouldn't make them. We can try it. Amber Fox, how goes it? I did pretty good. I'm trying to be on top of the next update, which is going to be the minor update 1.20.2. So I'm recording now. Probably they'll come out tomorrow. Craft 2 white banners. Give patterns. Wash any away using the cauldron. Okay. Another rare to collect is wash banners that don't stack. So we just got some normal banners here that we have a pattern on. Then if you would right click these onto a cauldron with water, it's going to clean it so it becomes a plain white banner. Oh, I did the wrong version. I was wondering why. Grind of updating builds, gotta take my head off for you coming to it for all of these years. Oh, thanks so much, Amber. Yeah, I try to cut through all the confusion and kind of point out all the important stuff. What I really enjoy, so really cool to see other people also enjoy this. Oh, is that normal? Did I? Wasn't I just given an empty one? Oh. That's probably a bug. Okay. We could probably make a bug report on that. Hey, Speed, how goes it? I'm gonna grab some more water. In the meanwhile, check out what I'm up to on my other social links. Post like real life photos on my Twitter. Also post stuff on TikTok and Instagram. And also see you watch my recent YouTube videos. I'm gonna grab some more water. And I will be back in just a bit. Be right back. Okay. We are ready to record this next bit. Doing pretty well there, Speed. Always like finding new rares. Collect, and there's actually quite a few, even this very minor update. Normally don't see this many rares for these minor updates. Okay, speaking of rares, we should probably add it to a document. Whoa! Oh, we got a CKY raid. Hey CKY, how you doing? Thanks for bringing a comedian. How are you doing on your stream? Let me give you a shout out. What was CKY up to? Last streaming stationary. Oh, what is stationary? Remember that one game? Oh, was modding up Minecraft. Is that the program that you use to mod Minecraft stationary, or is that actual game of the mod? I'm so confused. Thanks so much for being a comedian. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm RazeWorks, YouTuber and streamer. I've been playing Minecraft for over 14 years. I love finding crazy glitches and tricks in the game, and also designing simple and complex farms. I have a YouTube series where I'm designing an automatic farm for everything in the game of Minecraft, and I also make videos about all the crazy tricks and glitches I find along the way, which there is actually quite a few of, even in this most recent version. Because we're currently looking at everything you need to know between updating from 1.20.1 to 1.20.2 for Java players. Stationary? Okay, that sounds better. That's a different game? Oh. Okay, that's what it says. Which thinks last thing you're playing was that one. Cool, so what were you modding in Minecraft? Okay, let's see if this is broken in this version. Guess we got white banners. Oh, but the white banners are different. Okay. Alrighty. Let's grab the white banners. Let's go record this. Then taking these banners to a cauldron and right-clicking on them will use some water, but it'll also clean off the banner. And this new banner is part of the discontinued item, as this banner has a special tag, meaning that it can't actually stack with other normal white banners. So collect. This can be done with any type of banners. It's a great way to kind of confuse your friends by having potentially a whole bunch of single banners that they can't even stack all together. Because if you try to do this after updating, everything you clean will just be placed in with all the others. Okay, so we did that one. I got audio, which is good. Made mod that adds in pearl necklaces adds swimming speed. Oh, the necklace gives you swimming speed. That's cool. Wait, where do you put the necklace? Clams have pearls and necklace. Where do you get clams though? Clam. Is this something you find out in the ocean? And where do you actually put the necklace? Or do you play with a different version that has a necklace slot? I think it would be cool if they had more attribute slots. I know other games you have like, you know, weird slots and then they give you different powers and stuff. Okay, let's check a list of potential things. We're talking about the washing of banners. Okay, this is invalid characters. These don't stack. Like the absorption thing. Prices, random order, doesn't really make difference. Banners, don't stack. Forest flower. Okay, that's all the rares we have. Oh, we're right. Can't get infinite absorption anymore. Oops. Frick. Whoa! Tanisha, thanks so much for coming in with the raiding party! How was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome in, raiders. Hope your stream went well. You guys know who Tanisha is. They're doing hardcore Minecraft. They do a lot of extreme stuff in their world because they're just so good at Minecraft. I can't believe that you only have like very little hardcore experience before you got into the whole hardcore world thing, and you're just like dominating it now. That's insane. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, check out their stream, see how they're doing on their insane hardcore world. Let me give that shout out. Welcome everybody that came in from the Tanisha raid. Also met Tanisha at the Twitch live stream. Right? Twitch live stream. TwitchCon. That's what it's called. There's a shout out. Last playing some Minecraft, right? Indeed, hardcore Minecraft. Oh, it even says hardcore Minecraft because it's part of your schedule, I guess. That's kind of cool. That pops up there. You guys can click and drop them a follow without even leaving the stream. What we working on your hardcore world? I know you go for a lot of crazy things, like all the different rare stuff, like the deep slate ores. And you got all the armor trims, and even got those rare tall ferns and grasses. What we're working on today, those of you guys that are joining in the stream, if you guys know who I am, I'm RaysWorks, YouTuber and streamer. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers over on YouTube. So if you haven't already seen my YouTube channel, be sure to do do it over there. It doesn't cost you anything. And also drop a follow here. But yeah, what I do on my YouTube channel is I not only design simple and complex farms for the rest of the Minecraft community, put in your world, so you guys don't have to stress your brain cells over trying to design lovely farms. I got a series on my YouTube channel where I'm designing an automatic farm for every single item in the game of Minecraft. And I think there's over 1,300 of them. There's a lot of them. I actually have this lovely spreadsheet here, which We try to keep track of all of them. Shows every single item on the left hand side, and then it shows what's needed in order to get that item, and it shows what farms can help you produce it, either directly or indirectly. The wood farm. It's a really fun series I've been doing. I've really been pushing my creativity in Minecraft. So I've designed stuff like designed dragon farms, beacon farms, mob head farms, pretty much any crazy farm you could think of. I've designed it. Ancient debris farm, and you can see exactly how I farmed up each of these items in vanilla survival just by checking out the videos, which are on the right hand side. You can find that spreadsheet by doing !farm. But I also come across a lot of glitches and tricks while playing in the snapshots and with the new features, and that's exactly what today's video is about. Today's video is about not only everything important that's going to change between the Java version 1.20.0, or I guess it's 1.20.1, but then we're going to get a new Java version, which is somewhat minor, but it's going to be 1.20.2. So we're trying to see what's the difference between the last version of Minecraft and this version of Minecraft, and I'm making a video about all the important things that you need to do in your world before updating. I know Tanisha keeps and collects rares, and there is actually some cool rares. Like there's a rare where you can take like banner, pattern, and wash them, and then they normally would to stack all together, but if you do it in the previous version, you can actually get them to stack with two different items. You can see they're a little bit different. They don't actually stack there. So there's some really kind of obscure things like that. There's also the whole villager changes, and we're taking a look at all of those. I actually went through, let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah, went through all the different bugs that were fixed in this version, which is a lot of them, just between the last version and this one. And essentially what I do is I look through all these and I try to figure out if there's any potential new collectible rares. And then usually I write them down here on the spreadsheet where I keep track of stuff. So we talked about there's an infinite absorption trick. You might know about that one, Tanisha. That one's going away with the next update. You can place blocks such as like repeater on top of chorus flower, that's getting removed. The banner stacking trick is getting removed. Villagers random trades, not that important. But then there's also, you can't do unlimited villager curing. You only can do one villager curing. That's also getting removed. So these are things you can actually take advantage of, and they're considered like rares or discontinued in your world. And I'm putting together a video, so if you guys are confused about what I'm all saying, just make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there will be a video out shortly where I speak very deeply and detailed about each of these different things and what you need to do to get your world ready for the next update. Yeah, thanks Tanisha, bring a community over. Hey Chemist, thanks guys for hitting the follow button. We're getting close to 50,000 followers, which is another big milestone coming up onto. So what we have left is I just finished recording a bit about the whole banner cleaning thing. I don't know if you're still in here, Tanisha, maybe you can let us know what you're working on. And what was the last rare that you actually went after? Because I know you were looking for some new ones to go after. So the next thing I want to record is to do with where you can get items that don't stack. And I don't know if these are like, I don't know if it's impossible to get these in the future version, but this method of getting them has been repaired, which is essentially putting them in Anvil and getting them repaired. And then there's also the invisible name thing, which I think might be worth mentioning because the video might be a little bit short, so I think I have time to actually mention that. Renaming block candy does not stack. Okay, so that's renaming block entities. Anvils, items don't stack. Okay. So we will do this one next. Let's go into our world. Yeah, it's so funny. Your name is Chemist, and when I look at it, it just, you know, it's spelled completely different than actual Chemist. It makes me wonder why in the world do we say CH as a K sound? I have a real pet peeve against English language. Tana was doing some more digging on the Ancient City project. Wow. A bit of N rating too. So what is she trying to obtain from N rating? By the way, here's the infinite heart glitch where you get tons of absorption hearts. It might be a bit tough to pull off in hardcore, but it's a great way to have a bunch of extra hearts in case something bad would happen. So this is my world where I test out glitches and see if they no longer work, and I put big X's over them when they stop working. And what were we doing again? Something to do with anvils and renaming. Oh, we got anvil here. Oh, renaming items, make them look similar. Oh, this is actually where the trick is. You can actually rename, both look like stone, but then these two stone, these don't? Yeah, like these two stone look the same, but they're actually different. They won't stack. More of a novelty thing. But supposedly this is fixed. Okay. Finding. What do we want to rename? I guess we can use the stone example. So let's try to figure out what exactly is changed. Maybe I'm gonna do. Okay, so I think it's just renaming them. So for rename, rename it, and then if we remove all the information, we have two stones but they don't stack. So let's go into the next version. Let's see if it works. A lot of stuff what I do on stream is I do a lot of tedious testing, and that way you guys don't have to. So hopefully by me taking this time, you guys can get all these cool things in your worlds without too much of a hassle. Like I said, it takes a lot of understanding what changed in the game and understanding if you can take advantage of it. Let's see if this works. Rename it. Backspace it. Oh, okay. That's what changed. You can see now these do stack again. Okay. The thing is, we should also test to see if upgrading actually makes it go away or not. I wouldn't think so. Let me record this. So in the past, you could actually get some items that can't stack with other ones very easily. Just change the name of the item you have, and then put it over here again, and remove the entire name. This will put it back as the default name, so they both say stone, but notice they look a little bit different. That's because this one has the extra information. That's because this one has the extra tag saying that it's been put into anvil and its repair cost is now set to 0. This really doesn't mean too much, but what it does mean is that this stone can no longer stack with other stones, despite it looking the same. And if you would happen to have, and if you don't play with tooltips on, they almost look exactly the same. And if you don't play with tooltips on, and if you don't play with advanced tooltips on, these two look exactly the same. Okay. So that's me recording a bit for the video. N rating for shulker boxes. Oh, N rating. Okay, I was thinking ancient rating for shulker boxes. You don't have the shulker box? You don't have the shulker farm? Really? I mean, it's probably not that important in single player world. Lack of shulker farm today. But then again, she does kind of big projects, so I would think you need shulker just to transport stuff. Huh. Yeah, I have a really simple self-sustaining shulker farm. Just takes a bunch of blocks. A bunch of blocks and a little bit of water. That's all there is to the whole thing. Alrighty. So there's actually so many tricks in the game Minecraft, it's hard to keep them all straight. I was just thinking, Mojang actually has this. They have this special thing in this world where they lay out a whole bunch of different things in their world, and then every time they make a change to code, they hop into the world, and the game automatically like does a whole bunch. It does like hundreds of different tests about different things to see if it works or not, and then it will tell them if something breaks. But what I need is the opposite. I need something. I need a world full of all these different tricks. And then when they do break, I need it to tell me which one breaks. Because, heck, if I'm going to test these all between every state. So when I record that bit, let me actually upgrade some of these. So we have like this world where we have two different items. Do F3 plus H. What else we need to know? Okay, I want to upgrade not this world, but this world. I want to make a copy of one that says copy. And then we're going to load it and see if the stuff is still on the player. I doubt they would remove it. Okay, so these blocks are still, they can't stack, and I still got all my hearts. Okay, I just want to check. Because these are considered rare. They're considered rares because, or they're considered discontinued because you can do them in a past version, but you can't do them in the current version. So like, if you would get these items like this, or if you get a whole bunch of these extra hearts, then you can't do it no more. So it's kind of a cool thing to show off to people. Or in some cases, actually useful, like these hearts are actually useful. Caleb, thanks for the follow. If you guys haven't hit the follow button, sure to go do that. Doesn't cost you anything, you get some free points as well as lovely emotes to use. Some cool ones in there. Alright, so what do we got left to test? So we tested this. Repair cost. And then I think this one's very similar. Oh, even placing it down, they don't stack. Oh, I guess it's pretty much the same bug, just applied a little differently. Okay. This is the this is a null name. It's like you can get no named items. Kind of a cool trick, but let's see if this still works. So we're in the most recent version. So if we put in stone, and I actually have a whole video about impossible names. I think it's called impossible names. It says, you're the first one to say my name right. Some people just call you Kale. I probably said that to some people before who had your name. Okay, so in the video, I have this, but it's not that, and it's not that or that. It's the thing that's in between it, which is this. You can get items that have no name. You can give like your sword a weird name. It looks like there's nothing there. Now I don't know how this applies to written books or whatever. So let's give Ray written writable book? Writable book probably? Oh, I sign it. Can I sign it with the same thing? Oh, I can't paste it in there. How do you make this symbol? Okay. Can you use... Oh, it looks like a hopper. I mean, I guess you can use the Alt keys to sign a book. I don't know what that symbol is actually called. Okay, well, I'll just make a brief mention of this in the video. Now you can still make these impossible names. Now you can still make these crazy names in your items, which actually is no name at all. This is done by coming in and pasting in a character that you can't even see. It's actually sitting right between these two quotes. If I remove that quote, and if I move over one, then I remove this quote and space, there's this symbol that's in there. You can't see it, but what it lets you actually make a name that the game will accept. Since the game won't let you just put spaces in there, you can end up with these weapons that have no name, and when you kill people, it'll look like they were killed by nothing. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do about it, which I cover in this video, which also has this latest symbol in its description. And then what I'll do is I'll put an overlay with the actual video there, and then I'll probably put what do they call those? The clickable cards in the video, and then I'll put it in the description as well. Okay, so we talked about that. Kind of bonus trick, as it still works. I think this has to do with naming books, but I don't know how. It uses a symbol. Yeah, I don't know how they got it in there, because if you can't copy paste it. Other than that, I think we covered everything there is to know about the most recent version. All I have to do is record an intro to the video and an outro maybe. Let's make an intro. First I'll get maybe some footage. So let me just record this. Save this footage for... let me go a little faster. Save this footage for next talking point. Okay. With every new update in Minecraft, some things become no longer possible to do. For over the last 14 years, I've been for over the last 14 years, I've been keeping track of every clip. I've been keeping track of every glitch and trick. I've been keeping track of every trick and glitch that has been removed from the game. That got removed. Trick that got removed from the game. Okay. That's the first part of it, and then I'll do my normal intro. I always want the beginning of the video to be quite interesting so people continue watching it. And then this part I'll do my hello there intro. Okay, I think I'm ready. Save this clip for next talking point. Hello there! Hello there, Ray here. Hello there, Ray here. And we're going to take a look at everything. And we're going to take a look at the... And we're going to take a look at... And we're going to take a look... And we're going to take a look at the most important changes that are coming. And we're going to take a look at everything you need to know when upgrading to 1.20.2 for the Java edition. Including new rares and discontinued items to collect for your world. Including new rare and impossible items that you can... Including new impossible items to collect before updating. Okay. That'll be the intro. Now I just have to do the outro. So, for the outro, I'll always overlay some images. What should I say with outro? I usually promote my other playlist. How do they manage? Well, I think I broke the farm. Let's go back to the other world. We can get rid of this one, because this is a copy of a copy. And we can log into this one. Save this talking point for next part. Up, 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 up. Now see hundreds of other crazy glitches with this playlist here. And if you appreciate all the tedious work it takes to keep up on all of this, become a supporter of mine either as a Patreon, Discord subscription, or Twitch sub. You can find all those links in the description, and you can get your name here, and you can get your name up on the board. And you can get your name at the end of the, and you can get your name at the end of all my videos. Thanks so much to this month's supporters, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's gonna be my outro. But for the bye-bye part, I like to jump off something. That's like a iconic thing that I've been doing for all the years making videos. Here, maybe we'll salute by showing old bug that no longer works. Save this clip for next talking point. Oops, David. Didn't do so well. Ah, shoot. Bye-bye. Okay. Can't really see my face, but that's okay. If I don't like it, I can make a new one. We did the intro, we did the outro, and that's pretty much all there is to the video. I think my video is pretty simple. Okay, I'm glad we got that recorded. So I'll send that off to my editor. Be edited. Probably be done by the morning time. Update will probably come out tomorrow morning or Friday. Since it wasn't out today, it probably, guess that's when I'll be. Which means we did quite well today. During the stream. Make sure you guys are sub to me on YouTube with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss out on this upcoming video, which I'll probably put out as soon as the new update actually comes out. But I also have a Discord, Twitter, Patreon, TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, and much more. So if you guys ever have any of those, look me up. Ray's Works. I'm always up to something strange. I love breaking the game, sharing all my discoveries with you guys and coming up with some cool engineering for farms and machines. We will find somebody to raid, so as I get the raid going, you can click all my socials there in the chat. Who should we raid? Lots of people playing Minecraft. How about raid Grady? He's actually doing hardcore, and Tanisha was doing hardcore. You guys are probably familiar with Grady. He is a Minecraft player. Also does hardcore Minecraft. He actually says he died in his hardcore world. So he's starting over somewhat. Let's raid Grady. You guys don't know who he is. Very chill streamer, brings a lot of excitement to his streams as well. Playing hardcore and other Minecraft games. Let's see how he died his last hardcore world and give him some encouragement. So join us as we raid the one and only Grady. As always, please copy the raid message in the chat. Paste it into Grady's chat once we get sent over there. Great way to let them know that we are raiding and get to play on some words as well. They do have a raid emoji as well as many other ones. You guys can use whatever emojis you guys have. We'll see what he's up to. Everybody copy that message and we're going to paste it into his chat once Twitch sends us over there just in a bit. Appreciate everybody hanging out in the stream, helping me out, answer any questions that people might have before the video actually goes live. You always know it's pretty tough to fix a video after it's live. I appreciate that. And big thanks to Tanisha coming in with that amazing raid, as well as CKY. I'll see you guys over there at Grady. Show them some love, drop them a follow. And next stream for me will be this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're doing some crazy farms and machines. And we'll eventually be